Little People, Big World's Tori Roloff announce major shakeup. See ya. Dear loves, welcome to TLC Drama. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel. Little People, Big World stars. Zach and Tori Roloff announced a major shakeup. Their podcast Raising Heights is going on hiatus. On Thursday, June 26th, the former TLC stars uploaded their last podcast episode for a few months. The featured image of the video showed the couple with their kids and the message, "See ya." Toward the beginning of the episode, Tori lamented, "You guys, this is kind of sad. This is our last episode before we take off for the summer." "This is our last episode before a break," Zach clarified before pointing out it to his wife. "People could click off the episode right as you said that." After laughing, Zach reiterated, "It's just a break, okay? We'll be back in September. We might put out some special content, some YouTube content," he added, "and we might do some live things too." Zach and Tori have been married since 2015 and share 3 children: Jackson, 8, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 3. At the end of season 25 of Little People, Big World, the couple revealed they would not return for future seasons of the TLC series. However, they have remained active on social media and their podcast, which launched in February 2024. Zach and Tori Roloff have officially exited Little People, Big World. The 33-year-old son of Amy Roloff and Matt Roloff, who has appeared on 25 seasons of the TLC show dating back to its 2006 premiere, appeared alongside his wife in their final episode during Tuesday's season finale. Zach and Tori are the final Roloff siblings to leave the show, with Jeremy, 33, Molly, 30, and Jacob, 27, and their significant others all making similar choices throughout the years. Zach and Tori's decision to leave comes amid ongoing tension in the Roloff family surrounding Matt's handling of the family farm and its sale. Amy admitted in Tuesday's season finale, "I don't really know what type of relationship or any of that stuff that the kids now have with their father, especially with all the farm stuff now going on, especially with Jeremy and Zach. And that's something for them to work on." Matt remains hopeful for reconciliation, however, telling fiancée Karen Chandler, "I'm always hopeful that Zach and Tori will bring the kids around, and if not, the kids will be coming around later in life." Chandler responded, "I think we've just come to terms that they don't want a relationship and we have to accept that." She added, "Just because it's now ended sad doesn't mean that that didn't exist. Those memories I'm holding on to, I don't know the future. It doesn't look bright at this moment in time, but I'm not going to give up hope. Just because we missed a couple years, there's always relationships to be rebuilt." In his final episode of Little People, Big World, Zach reflected on his childhood while taking children, Jackson, 6, Lila, 4, and Josiah, 1, blackberry picking. "Growing up on the farm, I spent a lot of time outdoors, and I definitely want that same experience for our kids," he said. "The farm was part of my life, and it's not going to be part of our kids' lives the same way it was mine. No one's holding grudges, no one's intentionally not going to the farm. There's just no interest. The kids don't ask." As for his relationship with his father, Zach explained, "That ship's all sailed. There's not much of a relationship. It's just doing our own thing. Time might even it out, but everything will be healed. It'll just be different." Tori agreed. "I think that we've created a life here that I don't think could have been created anywhere else," she said. "I think we've found an independency and we've found just our own space. This is all ours, and it has nothing to do with anyone else." Tori and Zach first confirmed their exit from the TLC show on their Raising Heights podcast in February, with Zach saying they made it pretty clear they wouldn't be returning amid filming for their final season. "This last cycle was rough between the family, the farm deal, and we're done with that. We've moved on," he said, noting, "I think the chapter is closed regardless of us being asked back or not. We've made it pretty clear we're done with that chapter for multiple reasons, the reasons we will get into here." Zach and Tori Roloff have discovered the reason behind their 4-year-old daughter Lila's sleep issues. The couple revealed on the Tuesday, March 26th, episode of Little People, Big World, that Lila was diagnosed with a moderate form of sleep apnea after undergoing a sleep study. She's probably going to need her tonsils taken out, and then, supposedly after that, the apnea goes away, Zach, 33, shared in a confessional. According to the Mayo Clinic, sleep apnea is a potentially serious sleep disorder in which breathing repeatedly stops and starts throughout the night and is common in people who snore loudly and remain tired after a full night's sleep. Earlier in the episode, Zach explained that the sleep study would also help make sure Lila is safe when put under anesthesia. People with dwarfism. Our airways are built slightly different than other people, and there is maybe a higher threat of something going wrong, he explained in a confessional. Tori added that sleep studies are recommended to people with dwarfism to make sure that there's no obstructive sleep apnea. Admitting that he was nervous about how Lila's sleep study would go, Zach tried to prepare Lila so she wouldn't be scared. I keep telling her that they'll put stickers all over her head and, you're gonna have a nurse there and things like that, so I hope she has a good idea, but who knows with her, he said in a confessional. She gets it in her head and then she gets scared and then she has a hard time recovering. News of Lila's sleep apnea diagnosis comes 1 year after Zach underwent an emergency brain surgery. Not exactly how we saw our week going. Tori, 31, captioned February 2023. Instagram photos of Zach lying at a hospital bed, revealing that he had an emergency shunt revision. It's been a scary 72 hours, but he is doing well and recovering, she continued. Thank you so much to everyone for the prayers that you have covered us in. We feel them. You're a freaking badass, Zach. You just had brain surgery and handled it like a rock star. I'm so proud of you. Last month, Zach and Tori opened up about his near-death experience on their Raising Heights podcast. Zach, who has had a shunt in his brain since he was a kid, explained that he went to the hospital after experiencing several severe headaches. I really feel like with spinal stuff, fluids, shunts, and of those issues, the brain, headache, the idea of a migraine, it's hard to pinpoint sometimes, he shared. We're coming up on a year on that and I haven't had a migraine since then. Tori, meanwhile, recalled the scariness of Zach's health scare, stating, I was just preparing myself for the worst because I had no idea what was going on. The duo also confirmed last month that they would not return to Little People Big World following the show's current 25th season. We are not coming back to Little People Big World. We are done, Tori announced on the February 22nd episode of their podcast. That chapter has closed. During the premiere of Season 25 of Little People Big World, the dad of 333 opened up about his recent brain surgery, revealing that he had to confront the very scary prospect of his wife Tori, 31, telling their 3 kids, daughter Lila Ray, 4, and sons Jackson Kyle, 6, and Josiah Luke, 21 months about his death. Early in the episode, Zach is seen recovering from the surgery and talking with Tori about what to watch out for in the future with his condition. Saying that it can be more intense with the kids, Zach shares that he thinks about them all the time. They want to have their daddy for a while, he says. Never miss a story. Sign up for People's free daily newsletter to stay up to date on the best of what People has to offer, from juicy celebrity news to compelling human interest stories. As the episode continues, Zach says, everything happened so fast and it's good to be on the other side of his surgery. He praises Tori for rallying hard and taking care of their kids. He shares it's triggering for him when he gets a headache now, explaining that it would be super sad to think that Tori would have to explain to the kids, why isn't Dad here? Earlier this week, Tori shared photos as husband Zach accompanied daughter Lila to her first daddy-daughter dance. Lila and's first daddy-daughter gala. I am here for it. Just quietly mopping up my tears watching these two have a fun and special evening together. Love you both so much, the proud mom wrote. The couple's sons also posed for a photo with their sister. It's the bros at the end for me, Tori also added. Last year, the family of 5 enjoyed a trip to Disneyland, where they met some characters, an activity Lila seemed to have mixed feelings about. While she tolerated a selfie with her mom and Princess Jasmine, she cried during another photo they took with Minnie Mouse. Lila prefers the characters from a distance, Tori wrote in the caption. However, she can't stop looking at her signature. Tori later shared a selfie with her 2 boys, with Josiah perched on her lap as Jackson sat beside them, smiling sweetly. Tori Roloff is discussing her and husband Zach's future on TLC's Little People Big World. During a Quanda session on Instagram, the 31-year-old reality star was asked how much longer she plans to be on television. "I think our time is definitely coming to a close, but we're trying to enjoy it while it's here," Tori posted. Giving a reason for their possible departure, the mother of three added that it would be because of all the misconceptions people have of us and our family, because they only get to see what TLC shows them. Zach has been on Little People Big World since 2006 and is the only child of Matt and Amy Roloff who is still on the series. His sister Molly and his brothers, Jacob and Jeremy Roloff, were part of the show when it first started, but have since exited. In recent seasons, there has been some tension between Zach and Matt over the family farm. Earlier this year, ET spoke with the father-son duo about the status of their relationship. "I would say that the status of the relationship, if I had to summarize it, is on the right path," Matt said. "We've had some setbacks in recent years. We've shared all of those on the upcoming season and before. Our real life is always a little bit ahead of when things are released, but we're definitely working." Zach seemed less optimistic when asked about the nature of his relationship with his father. "It's still pretty tough. Yeah, it's a tough situation," he admitted. "I think a lot has happened. It's gonna take a long time. I don't think responsibility has been taken, but again, we're just raising our family." Amy still has mixed feelings about working with her ex-husband Matt on his farm, given all the drama surrounding the property. In this exclusive clip from Tuesday's new episode of Little People Big World, Amy talks to her husband Chris about deciding to help out with pumpkin season on the farm, but says it's unlikely her and Matt's kids will go. "I'll admit, it's not like I am 100% jumping up and down for joy because I still think I have some personal emotions and thoughts behind, the farm and what has gone down and everything," she says. The farm has driven a wedge between Matt and his children as Matt refused to sell his sons, Jeremy and Zach, a part of the land because they couldn't afford the price he was asking. He has since struggled to find a buyer. Still, Chris tells Amy he hopes that her kids will still come by the farm during pumpkin season with their grandchildren, but Amy is not hopeful, noting there are a lot of changes going on. "The farm will always be Roloff Farms," she tells cameras. "The Roloffs grew up there. But there's a part of me that can definitely understand and see why not all the kids would be there because they don't consider it their farm anymore. Maybe in time that will change depending on what happens to this farm, but I think at this very second it's Matt's farm, it's their dad's farm, and it's Little People." Big World fans have heard that Karen Chandler may be leaving the show, and some couldn't be more pleased. Corinne has been discussed at length by viewers who find her relationship with Matt Roloff puzzling, and her actions toward the rest of the Roloff family a bit concerning. The news that Karen may be leaving Little People Big World while Matt may continue to appear has fans talking. Karen has not had an easy time with fans of the show. The gossip surrounding how her relationship with Matt began has not endeared her to viewers, nor has her relationships with the Roloff children, particularly Zach Roloff and his wife Tori Roloff. Some fans persist in thinking that Karen is playing Matt for her benefit and aren't sad to hear she is possibly leaving the show entirely. In a Reddit thread started by Aaron Kilcoyne, fans think Corinne has an agenda when it comes to her relationship with Matt and had a role in the rift in the Roloff family. However, she doesn't seem to understand her part in the rift at all. Some LPBW viewers felt that Matt and Corinne are faking the romantic aspects of their relationship. One Reddit user thought the couple might both be in it for practical reasons, as Corinne has financial support through Matt, and Matt has a companion in Corinne. This isn't the first time that the nature of Matt and Corinne's relationship has gone under the microscope. There are fans who believe Corinne is a gold digger only after money, while others think Matt treats Corinne like a business partner rather than a significant other. Fans think Corinne has been overly involved with the family farm and is the one convincing Matt to sell the farm, which is the cause of the feud between Matt, Zach, and Tori. The family feud over selling Roloff Farms has many causes, but fans believe they have rooted out one for sure: Corinne. Many think Karen's presence at the discussion between Matt, Zach, and Tori about what would be done with Roloff Farms raised tensions between everyone. Her presence was not disclosed to Zach and Tori beforehand, making it seem like they were blindsided by Karen and Matt. Some pinpoint this discussion as the moment when Matt lost his family and possibly his financial freedom because of Corinne. As one Redditor pointed out, their conniving amounted to him losing his family and not being able to unload the farm and get the money he wants. The LPBW fan added, "If he starts building some monstrosity, he's going to just be living out his life struggling in debt." The whole thing is so cringy. Considering that Zach and Tori don't want Corinne to meet Josiah, their youngest son, this Redditor seems to have a fairly accurate representation of the situation. Fans feel Corinne should butt out of the Roloff farm discussions. A common thread among fans is how Corinne appears oblivious to the impact her actions have had on the Roloff family, specifically Matt's relationships with his children and grandchildren. A fan on Reddit said, "As he talks like she can't understand why the family has separated from them." Viewers have noticed how Corinne expresses being upset at the dynamics between Matt and his children and wanting to fix the problems, yet doesn't grasp how she has contributed to these dynamics. Some commenters have said that it isn't her place to fix problems among the Roloff family, while others said she causes most of the drama. Corinne's cringiest moments are familiar to fans, but her oblivion to her own actions is a little outrageous. Fans will not be sad if Karen does end up leaving Little People Big World. It seems that her experience on the show and with the Roloffs is not what she had expected it to be. Some fans believe she is tired of the criticism she is receiving from viewers and wants a break from the barrage of comments every episode produces. It is clear that fans look forward to her absence in the future, as followers are tired of her agenda and drama. Don't mess with the Roloffs. The stars of Little People Big World love clapping back at haters any chance they get, and we can't say we blame them. Over the years, trolls have made up rumors everything from engagements to pregnancies and slammed them for the way they parent their kiddos. Sigh. Tori Roloff, who is married to Amy Roloff and Matt Roloff's son Zach Roloff, is no stranger to clapping back at the mom-shamers. In July 2020, she shared a very strong message to all the trolls and haters who bombard the comments of her Instagram posts with criticism about the way she parents the couple's children, Jackson and Lila. "I am not responsible for teaching the world anything about dwarfism or a pandemic or any other global issue," she captioned a sweet photo of her with her kids. "However, it is my privilege to have a platform where I can share information on things I find important, like dwarfism or a pandemic or other global issues." She went on to explain that she didn't make a conscious decision to star on a reality TV series when she fell in love with Zach, whose family has starred on TLC's LPBW since 2006. "This all comes along with him and our family, and I feel like I've done a damn good job of being the best I can be," the former schoolteacher continued. "I don't owe you anything. You don't own me. You can't manipulate me. This is my Instagram and I can choose what I want to share," Tori added. "If this doesn't sit well with you, I'm sorry. It's not my job to change your mind." Peace sign emoji. While Tori may be one of the most outspoken of the cast when it comes to the online trolls, the rest of her famous family members like Jeremy Roloff's wife, Audrey Roloff, have also been known to put a hater or two in their place. Next time, you might want to think twice before letting loose in the comments. Chances are, someone will call you out. Quick question: was your greed worth giving up access to your children and grandchildren? "I'm gonna pray for you, Matt," the user wrote, to which Matt responded, "Quick answer, yes. Important life lessons are hard." After several fans asked about the whereabouts of the family dog Murphy, Tori took to Instagram in June 2021 to assure fans there is no reason to fret. "We did not give him away," she explained. She went on to address trolls who make up rumors about her family and their pets, admitting it is sometimes discouraging what the internet posts about her brood. "What you see is such a small piece of our whole story," she added. "Just because Murphy isn't shared every day doesn't make him any less loved." Tori caught wind of the rumors she is expecting baby number 3 with husband Zach in October 2020 and set the record straight. "I'm not pregnant," the TLC personality in a message on her Instagram story. "The internet is reaching today. Don't believe all the garbage you read on the internet. Must be a slow news day, or I need to work out more." Tori caught wind of the rumors she is expecting baby number 3 with husband Zach in October 2020 and set the record straight. "I'm not pregnant," the the TLC personality in a message on her Instagram story. The internet is reaching today. Don't believe all the garbage you read on the internet. Must be a slow news day. Or I need to work out more. Matt went live on Instagram in July 2020 to show fans his new chickens. Unfortunately, a few haters commented on his video, prompting him to defend himself. "I mean, he's a bad guy," one troll wrote. "I don't know if you're talking about me or the chickens," Matt replied. "Probably me, and it's